Are we centered? Yeah, centered. Check. Think you're ready to be on the show, but you might not be. That's why we're holding off on guests. But if you too would like to be a guest on the Besties and Business show, follow and contact us, and we might let you be on the show. Okay? Oh, okay. Besties and Business, episode 2. Hey!
Go busy, body busy tonight. Make you know that dummy tonight.
Okay, the best part about Besties in Business is that we have fun. Yeah, this is a fun show. So if you're not a fun person, you're not gonna think this is a great show. But this isn't for everybody. Because this is about
We're
besties.
not for everybody.
We are not. Well, we are. We are for everybody. So if you're making a face like, what are these two girls doing? How about you get some coffee, get some energy, what my favorite upper drink is coffee, and hers is 5 Hour Energy, which I tell her it's bad, but I do a lot of bad stuff, so I can't really tell her it's bad. So we are real estate agents and investors with Village Premier Collection. We are a Cobb-based type group. We're at our Cobb office because since we are with Village, we have multiple offices
For
all
those of you
across
not
the
in
state.
Georgia, that's in Atlanta. It's a county in Georgia. Cobb
Yes,
County.
Atlanta, Georgia.
We're going worldwide, so we need to be a little more broad in our...
Yes, so Village Premier Collection is a Black woman-owned brokerage firm, and we are in Nevada, Florida, DC, Georgia, North Carolina. We're everywhere, and if we're not there yet, we're gonna be there. And if we're not in your state, we can still help you. So call us, hit the links at the bottom. I am Sasha Smith on all platforms. And you are?
Siobhan Baldwin.
Sorry.
Lene Baldwin on Instagram. Yeah. Links will be in the comments.
Yes.
In the chat. Wherever you're watching us on our multiple
platforms. Because I'm a techie too.
You'll find all of our contact info
Below, the side, on the top.
wherever you find it.
We're gonna add arrows, what everybody else does, it'll be somewhere. Okay. So today I thought it's the ending of the year, it's Q4. This is November 2021. And obviously the year of COVID, the past 2 years has been, an interesting year. Life changes for everybody. Business changes for everybody, especially like logistics and supply chain, which then also affected the housing market, right? So we're gonna do a step 1 and talk about just getting pre-approved to get a home loan. There's multiple products out there, there's multiple loans. FHA loan is really popular. It's the first time home buyers program where you only have to put 3.5% down. Traditional conventional loans, which can range anywhere from 5 to 20% down. That is money you have to contribute towards the purchase of the home. But just the pre-approval process, which I honestly feel with my clients, that is the hardest part for me. Would you agree? Yeah.
It's one of the more difficult parts because it's a lot of gathering of paperwork and information, and you feel like you're giving your last drop of blood and you have to give a little bit more to get everything together. So yeah, it's a little bit of a process, and it definitely is the most difficult to navigate.
Yeah, and not everybody's good at paperwork. I'm horrible at paperwork. Well, not like my own personal stuff I definitely struggle with. She's really good at paperwork, which is why, we're like the same, but yin and yang. So I feel you people, because I felt like that a little bit when I purchased my last property, but I also had her, which helped make it easier. And I think more than anything, it's fear. And a lot of us have been doing like personal coaching, personal development this past year, reading self-help books and doing Clubhouse and articles and podcasts about just being a better person and all this stuff. And so the number one thing I feel like I've learned in this time of COVID is like letting go of fear. I definitely struggle with that. And thanks to my coaches, I have plenty of coaches. Shout out to Stacey J, Sasha Campbell, Kissy Denise, Siobhan Baldwin, Tony Robbins, and KK from the Tony Robbins team, which really, really helped me, is letting go of that fear. And when you have professionals like us, you have to trust us. Like I literally, after this video, I'm going to meet with a client who I'm literally helping them to fill out their application process because I think they just have so much fear, issues with the computer, because everything is computerized. There's not really like paper applications anymore, maybe when you go to a traditional bank, which is another piece, right? So a lot of my clients are mostly through like financial organizations that are not necessarily traditional banks, is where a lot of my clients are getting their loans. What about you?
Yeah, I would say a lot of the lenders that we partner with are from different financial groups as opposed to your more traditional banking institutions, for sure.
Yeah, so my preferred lender, shout out to Rachel with Homestar and Felicia with
AFN Group.
AFN Group, yes. So the application process, what you're gonna need, and I think I posted this before, but your social security number, pay stubs, probably for the last like anywhere from 2 to 6 months, depending on your lender, I would say. Usually it's about 2 months, pay stubs. And then your W-2s, tax returns for the past at least 2 years, depending on your loan program, it could be more. So if you have all of that, for the most part, I think those are like the biggest pieces. What else would you say to get pre-approved? What else would you say are some like big pieces that you need to to like sit down and do your application that you should have with you? Obviously social. You might need, this is a
Picture ID.
Picture ID. This is one that we don't think about too much. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, we'll come back. It's fine.
We'll come back. Yeah, so you need all that information to fill out to get a pre-approval. Do you want to do the different like statuses, pre-approval versus like
pre-qualified?
Pre-qualified.
Yes, we can do a quick
So there's
recap.
2 things that kind of happen.
So I
after
think it's
you
a
fill out
common
that application.
No, it's a common misconception that when you, a lot of people will go on to a number of different mortgage lending websites and put your information in, and they'll say you're pre-qualified for $400,000. Well, that's all good and well, and that's based on what you put in the computer. And it can give you a general idea, but pre-approval is what you need from a lender who takes all of that more deep down dive, all your paperwork, all your documents, and actually starts to put it through underwriting for them to really look at your financial health, your financial portfolio, however we want to categorize it, but really what you're financially able to be pre-approved for. And that is what you need. That pre-approval, not the pre-qualification, is what you need to really start your home search. Because when you go to start your home search and you find the home and you're like, I want to put an offer, you absolutely need your pre-approval to put in an offer with an agent and with a seller. They're gonna want to see that you're pre-approved.
Yeah.
Pre-qualified
is different. Yeah. And at our brokerage, we're technically really supposed to, one of our kind of like policies is to make sure that we have that pre-approval before we even like start heading out on the streets with you. The other thing is there are some agents who won't even let us show you houses without that pre-approval letter. So you really need to get that. There's a lot of misconceptions like, oh, I make 6 figures, I can get a $500,000 house. Well, did we calculate child support? Did we calculate owed taxes? Did we calculate other investment properties or properties that you may have? So this is all information.
Your debt to income ratio or DTI. You'll hear that talked about a lot.
Yeah. So all of those things are put into factor and consideration when you are going for a loan approval, right? So that's a lot of paperwork. So if you have, I guess, no property, no kids or child support, or no back taxes or student loans, which I am drowning in student loans, which will be another episode talking about that. And student loans, I guess one of the good things is they calculate about 1% of what you owe towards like how much debt you have, right? So if you owe $100,000 in student loans, they're going to calculate 1% of that towards like something that you have as a monthly obligation. Your car note, they're going to look at your car, right? So all those types of things. So
all the debt you have.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we will put a list of items that would be helpful to have when you're getting ready to fill out your loan application. We're going to drop it below to the side, below to the top somewhere, because we're learning how to do social. But no, yes, this is going to be on YouTube. So you're probably watching us on YouTube, and we will drop it in the information below. Kind of like a list of things that would be helpful to have to fill out your application and get that pre-approval. Bitch. Bitch.